Oh, okay. No, I'm not calling you, man, so stay over there. How y'all doing, man? This is Young Louie. I'm back once again. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my little dread journey thing. I do apologize on my last video. Yeah, I was way too close to the camera. I know y'all probably like, dang, man, we can't see you. We can't see what you're trying to show us. All of that. I do apologize for that. But as you can see now, I'm way back here. See all this space? Mad space. All right. Anyway, back to the whole reason why I'm doing these videos. Dreads. Okay. On the last video, I had just washed and conditioned my hair. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, it was looking kind of crazy. Right now, it's actually looking a little better. Well, actually, a lot better. Let me take that back. My girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? She's actually learning how to do it, and she did a pretty good job. You know what I'm saying? For her to not be doing it, I feel like she did it. Let me just let y'all check out the whole thing. Back for me. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. But they kind of looking rough right now. Well, just a little bit because yesterday I worked out. You know what I'm saying? I try to, I'm trying to get my body back right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they wait till the summertime to cut up. Me, I'd rather do that in the winter. So when the summertime does come, or when the spring does come, your abs already right. You know what I'm saying? You cut up, cat, plat, pat, peep, bloop, blow. You know what I'm saying? You're already ready. You're already shirtless ready. So, I mean, I'm working on that now. But anyway, you know, when we work out, when we play sports, when we do stuff like that, we tend to sweat a lot. And when you sweat a lot, this gets pretty wet. Now, from my own research and, you know, from things that I've done as far as that, it's actually okay for your dreads to get sweaty. The salt that's in your sweat naturally, you know what I'm saying? That actually helps the locking process. So it's really not that big of a deal. The only thing that can mess it up is that you will probably get more stragglies in your hair if, you know, it's constantly getting wet. So what I'm about to invest in, and I definitely recommend that y'all invest in it too. All my, you know, people out there that's growing your dreads, definitely go get you one of those sweat resistant caps. Now see what I have. Let's see if I can find it. What I have right now is the standard normal little cap joint that you can get at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go ahead and throw it on just to show y'all, you know, what it does for me. It kind of holds my joints down a little bit. But try to make sure all of them going in the right direction and whatnot. Grab this, boop, boop, you know what I'm saying? Boop. And it comes on just like that. The sweat resistant caps, they're actually similar to these, except of course it's going to be a different material to absorb the sweat so it doesn't damp, you know, your dreads or whatever. But I definitely highly recommend that y'all go grab one of these. I already seen them. You can get them online. A lot of people that swim actually have those caps. And of course it's water resistant, so mad chlorine and water won't get in their hair. So when you sweating or whatever, you know, it'd be alright to actually invest in one of those that, you know, that help with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to invest in one of those. Two. What else? I talked about moisturizing your hair last time with oils and stuff, and my whole thing was about the argan oil. Well, I'm gonna tell you some oils that's actually okay for the locking process. One for sure is gonna be coconut oil. That actually works good, real good from what I hear. You know, everything works differently for everybody else. So I mean, of course you could try it out and see how you feel and go from there. Another oil that you want to stay away from because it softens the hair and would cause it to get crazy is the olive oil too. So if your joints ain't locked yet, like mine aren't locked yet. As you can see, you know, still got more locking to go. You know what I'm saying? They're not locked yet, so I can't use olive oil. Y'all can't use it either. Whatever you do, stay away from argan oil and olive oil, man. Can't stress that enough until your joints lock. Once they lock, boom, you in there. But coconut oil, I don't know how to pronounce this. I know y'all gonna laugh at me, so it's cool. Y'all can go ahead and laugh all y'all want. But hold on. Wish. Oh, she went to the bathroom. Jojo boy. Wish. What's that oil, yo? That start with like a J or something like that? J-O. Yeah, jojoba. Jojoba oil. That's a very great oil. Definitely invest in some of that. It's good for dreads, man. It's good for the locking process and all that, and it keeps them moisturized. So I mean, that's definitely a good oil as well. But yeah, you know, you want to definitely just go in there, hit your parts up, get you a spray bottle, get you some oil, mix maybe. See, that's a hard one. Well, because of course our locks ain't locked yet, you don't want to mix it with water yet. You want to wait until your joint's locked, then you can kind of play with water a little bit. But right now, just get you, you know, one of them little spray bottles. I'll show you a perfect example. You can get them from Walmart, man, cheap. Pay like $1 for this. Get you one of these, pour your oil in there, and you know, get into your scalp, you know, hit it. You don't need a lot. Just get enough so that you can get into your scalp. What it is, see, a lot of people don't know this. When you put oil at your roots, the oil goes all the way up. All the way from down here, all the way up to the end of your dreads. So it's no need to try to lather your oil all up in your hair and spray all over your dreads, because it's going to make its way through there anyway. Your hair is just like a plant. It's growing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a vine, and you know how you water a root and it gets all the way up to the plant. It's the same thing. It's no different. So that's how you want to treat it with oil in it. A lot of people go ham and be like, yeah, like oil sheen and like soul glow, you know what I'm saying, and start spraying crazy. You ain't got to do all that. Just hit your roots, you know, bang, bang, kind of hit it a little bit. You ain't got to massage it or go crazy. If you want to massage it, to each his own, but definitely just hit your root and your scalp with the oil. It's going to work its way up to your dreads. You ain't even got to go through all that. And that's enough. That's about it as far as the oil from what I know. You know, like I always say, if y'all got any advice or whatever tips, let me know. Put me up on something, because this is a learning phase, man. If you don't want to learn more, then you must don't want to prosper in your life. So I mean, or prosper in whatever you're doing. You can't never feel like you know everything and that you got all the answers, because at the end of the day, nobody has all the answers. Nobody knows everything except God. But anyway, so that's enough with the oil part. I got a message from MJ. I'm gonna be honest, excuse me, MJ. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the way that your name is. I think it's like Mendelez or something like that. Anyway, I received a message from them, and they basically they wanted me to say something about my goatee in my next video, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. I can go ahead and give y'all the story, because evidently I'm growing that too as well, and I'm trying to grow it as long as I can. It's always been hard for me to grow facial hair. Even when I was like 21, I barely had a little bit of kind of, you know, little straggly hairs, you know, trying to come in or whatever. I could never grow this. Like, I could never grow this much hair on my chin. And, you know, I used to see all my friends and stuff, man, you know, everybody got full beards and goatees. I'm like, damn, I want that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's an ego thing. It's a man thing. You don't feel like you know, are manly man unless you can grow a full beard and all that. So until I found out that it was, you know, it's just genetics. Some people facial hair don't come in like that. Some bloodlines, genetics that's just not how hair comes in. It's different for every bloodline and every genetic. So anyways, as my joint started growing, I was like, oh, okay, all right, it's getting a little thick. I'm gonna let it grow. Probably for an average man, it might only take about a week and a half for an average man to grow his goatee. Me, this right here, what you're seeing right here, I've been growing this for about, I'll say for about like 8 months, man. It might be even a little longer than that. Nah, I'll take that back. I've been growing this for about a year. And you know, this is what you got. I mean, one thing I learned about growing facial hair or beards or whatever, it's actually good to clip it. So I mean, I do clip it every now and then. And once I started clipping it, like once a month or once every 2 months, I noticed it started to sprout more. So that's one tip for any guys out there that's trying to grow a thicker or a longer goatee. Clip that joint, man. Clip it maybe once a month. You're not gonna hinder it, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be you're not gonna inhibit your growth or nothing, You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't clip too much, just clip a little bit. That'll actually help your hair grow longer on your goatee. I didn't believe it until I tried it, and I tried it. Boom. That's how my joint got this long. But for the longest, man, I couldn't get it to go past like here. And eventually, it just started sprouting. So you could say, some people say it comes with age. Some people say, clipping it'll do it. Shaving it all the way off, like your facial beard. Some people say if you shave your whole beard, it'll come off or whatever. It'll grow back. To each his own, like I always say. But for me, that's what worked for me. Also, one thing that really helps is oil, man. Putting oil on your beard, facial beard, all that. Man, that helps the hair come in quicker, help it grow thicker. This joint wasn't nowhere near as thick as it is now until I started putting oil in it. And I started that maybe about 2 months ago. And it's actually a lot more thicker than it was before. So, whoever that was, they wanted me to talk about the goatee. So, my whole goal with my goatee is I'm probably going to grow it maybe a little longer. Let it get a little wider or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And get kind of one of those, big beards. I don't want to have no big crazy beard, but, I do want to have a long goatee. That'd just be my own signature. And it's also a process, and it's also a process with growing your dreads. So, that's just something else for me to do. Another tip with this dread growing journey, get into something else while you're growing your dreads. Whether it be bodybuilding, working out, you know what I'm saying, running, lifting weights, writing a book, anything that basically leads you to your goal that you're trying to make it to. Anything that takes time, try that, man. It not only does it help you become kind of like a jack of all trades, but it also gets your attention all for the growth of your dreads. Because you're going to whack your brain sitting here looking at your dreads every day like, dang, man, how long are they? Dang, how long are they? What's helping me with it? Because I came from dreads this small right here. And for me to get right here, that's actually a pretty good, that's a good amount of progress for me, man. Coming from little inch joint, not even an inch, coming from like 2 centimeter dreads. So, that's my advice right there as far as that. Try to pick up something else that leads you to a goal to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's working out, pick that type of body that you want. You know what I'm saying? Set those goals. How strong you want to be. How much you want to bench. How long you want to be able to run without stopping. Like, try to find another goal. And once you find that other goal, you won't put all your attention on one thing. Your mind will actually be on numerous amount of things, which will actually help it to flow easier. You're not paying too much focus on one thing. You see what I'm saying? And you won't feel like, dang, man, I ain't getting no progress, or dang, it's taking so long. You won't even be paying attention. Everything will be going so smoothly. Next thing you know, it's a year done went past, and you're like, dang, man, look at all this progress. You won't even be paying no attention to it. So that's another tip, man. Try to find some other things to do, whether it's bodybuilding, running, learning a language or something. You know what I'm saying? Like learning a foreign language or whatever, playing ball, training for football, basketball. Find something, man. Find another thing to do to go along with your dread journey, man. It'll help it move more smoothly. Let's see, what else? Another piece of advice, man. If you see people out there, you might run into them, you might go next to them. You see somebody with dreads, man, and they got some nice long dreads, man. You like, dang, man, I want my joints to be similar to that. I want my joints to get long like that. Man, ask these people questions, man. They're going to be, first of all, they're going to feel grateful that you even coming up to them and asking them for advice, because they had to start somewhere just like you're starting from somewhere. So, go ahead and ask them, man. Ask them questions, man. More than likely, they'll be happy. The people that I've asked, man, they be thanking me, like, yo, thank you for asking me that, man. I'm glad that I'm able to motivate you in some type of way. So people will be real grateful, man, to answer your questions, man. So ask these people, man. Ask them tips. Don't go up asking nobody with no messed up dreads what you should do. You know what I'm saying? Because then they're of course, going to give you the wrong advice. So, you see somebody with some official joints, man, just walk up to them, ask them questions, man. Learn as much as you can, man. Seek as much knowledge as possible in anything that you're trying to do. Because if you don't, how do you expect to get better in anything? You know what I'm saying? So you have to seek knowledge and understanding, man, and wisdom. That's the only way you're going to get it. It's not just going to fall straight in your hands. But as far as that, man, that's about it. just leave your comments, man. Like I always say, man, if anybody got any advice or anything like that, anybody that want to school me on anything, man, just let me know, man. Leave me a comment, under the screen, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, please, because not only do I want y'all to see my journey, but I want to hear other people's journeys. I want to see about other people's journeys, and I want to also learn from other people, man. Y'all can put me up on some stuff I know nothing about. So, man, please like, subscribe, share, let people know, you know what I'm saying, oh, this guy really trying to do his thing. I am too, so let's motivate each other, man. Y'all let me know what y'all channels are. I'll subscribe to y'all channel, man. I like y'all channel, man. It's a dread journey, man. Everybody trying to, well, not everybody, but everyone that's into it, really they're serious about making their goal, man, and reaching that goal. To all the dreadheads, man, that's trying to do it, man, like I always say, keep it moving, man, stay positive.